Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Whalenerds podcast. This is episode number 30.
Woo! Wow.
My name is Slater, and I'm here with Eric and Caitlin.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
We are on 30, and we're late. This was supposed to be
we
out
are.
already.
Busy lives.
Sorry, we work a lot in the summer.
And I saw Lion King last night.
Oh, review.
It's your
Movie
fault.
review, please.
Yeah, give us
I
a
liked
review.
it.
review.
I thought it was really good. It's sad, and then it's good, and then it's sad, and then it's good. I thought it was amazing, but I did see a lot of people saying like, "Oh, the voice acting was bad," but like,
Really?
I saw a lot of like negative reviews on the voice acting, but I thought it was pretty good.
Screw the haters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only heard so far personally out of all my friends, I've heard one person say anything negative.
I mean, I think the CGI was really good.
Really?
It looked so real.
Like real lines?
Yeah, I thought they
That's
were.
awesome.
I didn't even know. It's so crazy how they can make things look in and out of focus, like when it's animated, you know?
Mad skills. It's 2019, man.
Crazy. So, yeah, what'd you guys see this week?
Whales.
Whales, they're
And
back in
dolphins.
great numbers, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had a good trip today, huh, Eric?
Yeah, so actually you were were you out there?
Not today.
Oh, okay.
I called your captain though during your trip and
That's
asked
right.
how it was.
So we took 2 boats out there today, everyone, and we actually went outside the Monterey Bay and headed south towards the Cypress Point area. Our second boat went even further, almost a little past Point Lobos, and they encountered about 4 or more blue whales. But between Point Pinos and Point Lobos, we all easily saw approximately 30 to 35 humpback whales. They're out there in
Cool.
good numbers. Lunch feeding. This last trip I just came back from, we had lunch feeding and we had a whale breach. Wow, I lost track multiple times. So good times out there, and even in the bay, there's plenty of whales. So it seems like everything just kind of had that little
It's
gap.
like real summer now.
Yeah, and that little gap that Caitlin says always happens during June. But yeah, things are great out there. Whales back in double-digit numbers. Trying to think what else. Any other?
We've had lots
awesome
of good
things happen?
Rizzos, Whitesides, and Northern White-whale dolphin action. I had them on almost every trip I went on last week, which was good. It was funny. What day was it? Friday, our middle trip at 1:30. We had 2 humpback whales lunge feeding pretty consistently with like 40 sea lions, but then Whitesides and Northern right whale dolphins kept going in and out of it the whole time, which was really cool.
But things are looking good. Yeah, there's krill out there too, which is bringing in some of their bigger whales, blue whales, and I think Slater also had a blue whale yesterday.
I saw a blue whale yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
And then I made a joke because one of our captains likes to always run south. For like, you know what I mean? Just for like,
Yep.
he likes to explore.
And we said it finally paid off.
And yeah.
How many times have we gone south and seen nothing? Finally, he finds a blue whale yesterday.
Like we always see whales, but you know, sometimes like we can always just go right to humpbacks, but he likes to explore first, which isn't a bad thing because you never know what's going to pop up in Monterey.
It's true.
And he thought there might be blue whales down south, and he went and we found him. So
well,
that
the
was
fishing
cool.
boats have been saying since like Wednesday that they've been seeing them, but like
Yep.
way too far to get to on the whale watch.
Yeah, that's
They've
where
slowly been creeping up.
That's where we got the tips this morning. In fact, on the way back, they gave me an update and said there's some fin whales out there too. So yeah, it's looking good out there.
Woo! Hopefully they're there tomorrow and in like a closer area.
Yeah, the current kind of has slowly been pushing north, so I think they'll be around.
Yeah,
They were
hopefully.
off Point Lobos that first day I saw them, and then we were like within 3 miles, so I couldn't fly the drone.
So hopefully they'll still be there when we get there.
Yeah, hope so.
Oh, Caitlin, guess what some of the Moss Landing boats saw yesterday?
Leatherback sea turtle.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think
Um,
3
Who
boats.
saw one?
That's it. I'm telling Kate I
Kate,
want to go on the boat
nah,
with her.
Tim, yeah.
No, I haven't been out with Kate in a while. I want to go out too.
If she can find me a turtle tomorrow afternoon, I'm in.
Come join us.
Okay.
Are you working tomorrow there?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Yeah, they all share. You guys always share custody of me.
But
Yeah,
I
Slater
thought it
wasn't
was
in the
Tuesday.
know that
Yeah.
you got that weekend mom asked
So
for you.
I'll be with me weekend mom tomorrow.
Yeah, but I thought Tuesday. I thought it was Thursday for some reason.
It normally is.
It normally is.
But
Oh, they
he's
just
getting
asked for you.
yeah, he's getting borrowed tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Nice. Are you working tomorrow then?
I'm off, but I have to help send out the trips in the morning, so that's what I'm saying in the
Yeah.
afternoon. If you can find me a turtle, I'll come.
So get out here, people. It's great here in the Bay. It's obviously plenty of humpbacks. Our big whales are showing up. A lot of krill out there. Turtles are out. And looks like a lot of our buddies out there are doing white shark trips right now. It's a thing now,
Yep.
regularly scheduled trip.
Yep. Yeah, definitely action-packed in Monterey Bay. But it sounds like other places around that have summer whale watching are doing pretty good too. Like out of New England, they've had really good humpback action. One of our Instagram followers sent us, the Whalenerds Instagram, a message about this kid was fishing out of Cape Cod and this white shark almost jumped in the boat.
Oh, geez.
Funny story. I know the woman that filmed it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so she posted about it the day it happened. They were just fishing and this white shark was trying to catch up to the fish he was reeling in, and it leaped at the line and it basically just missed the stern of the boat.
Was it a big fish?
I think it was a cod or something. It wasn't very big.
Was the shark big itself?
Yeah, the shark was big.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Do you think a shark that big would want something like a pinniped? Not a fish
Yeah,
stick?
I don't know, but it was pretty interesting. The lady I know, she was
You
like,
saw
"Oh
the
yeah, I
video?
filmed that." Yeah.
Nice.
So, thanks for
Nice.
sending that along. There's been quite a couple of shark sightings out of Cape Cod this summer, so that's good.
Including here, too.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, it's been insane the amount of white sharks that have been out here. And I think someone even caught a video of a mako actually going after a sea lion out here, too. Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah, in the
Oh, cool.
middle of the bay. Usually, people always expect it to be the white sharks going after the pinnipeds, but a lot of studies have been showing that makos are going after our pinnipeds. In fact, yeah, me and Slater being from Southern California, there's a lot of people down there who've been witnessing it too. In fact, the rookeries over there in Channel Islands, there's often mako sharks, almost right in the surf lines.
Yeah.
Some of those rookeries picking these animals off.
If you were a mako shark, wouldn't that be where you would want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hang out there. It's like at the buffet line.
And it's pretty there.
Yeah, it's beautiful
It's
out
warm,
there.
it's pretty, there's lots of food. Why wouldn't you go?
And sometimes ultra super rare transient orcas show up there when Adam's around.
Speaking of the San Juan Islands, Adam sounds like he's having some good trips. Actually, everybody sounds like they're having good trips up there, huh?
Yeah.
They said usually they have one dry spell every summer, and it was the day we left for 4 days they had no killer whales or something.
Oh, really?
And then now I think they've had the T65As and the 77s have been back every day, I think.
Awesome.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, are you stoked for your trip in September or what?
Yeah, I'm excited.
You only have 3 seats left.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
3 seats.
That's good.
It's really pretty there in this fall too.
Yeah, September is a really nice time to be in the Pacific.
They have real
I feel
seasons
everywhere
there,
is
right?
really pretty.
Leaves actually change colors there, don't they?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
real proper fall.
But I think the sunset and stuff is just really
It
pretty at
is.
that time.
And
You
it's
can have-
really mild weather. It's warm. It's
You can have Slater
sunny.
Moore photography fall tree class.
Potentially. There's a
Yeah.
lot of evergreen trees there as well.
Sorry, but this trip is
Strictly whales.
there won't even be time for that. It's morning to night whale watch every day.
Pedal to the metal, dude.
But that's a good thing about that area. The backdrop's nice too, so your folks are gonna get good whales with nice backdrops.
Yes.
And the lighting is crazy there.
Yeah, your
Yes,
sunset,
yes.
all the photos were nuts.
What was I gonna say?
You love.
Oh,
Salmon
the
Islands.
water's green. Can someone fix that?
Plankton, but that's plankton.
I know.
Maybe by the
but-
fall, though, it won't be so green.
No, not there. Here.
Oh, here. No, I don't want to fix it right now. I want more whales. I need more green water.
Yeah, that's nutrients.
Yeah.
And wow, pooping whales too.
I'll give
That's
up.
good.
I'll
Then
give
these
up.
are eating.
I'll give 5 humpbacks to somewhere that Newport Beach, if we can have some of their water.
They're so.
No,
How are they doing down
no
there?
deal.
It's been tough.
As,
I think
as
it's
a
been
negotiator,
tough.
no deal.
I think it's been dolphins and then
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
They had some
minke
great
whale.
Mickey
Common
encounters.
dolphins.
Mickey's following the boat. That was
Yeah,
nuts. Yeah.
minke whale, and then
Or common dolphins.
seems like I've been seeing a lot of posts about them asking if the humpbacks or blue whales will come around.
We stole them all.
Yeah,
Sorry about it. Not really.
I've been happy whaling a few times lately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were looking at all the stuff on the map.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of places to go, you guys. I gotta go to Japan. I gotta go to
Hokkaido,
Costa
dude,
Rica.
let's go.
Hokkaido be
Costa
fun.
Rica. Costa Rica.
Yeah, because out of Hokkaido, I showed him this one tour company that I follow. It's Shiratoko.
Yeah.
And they saw the white
The
whale
white one again. Yeah.
I don't think it's iceberg, though. It's a different
No,
one.
it's a different one. It's
Yeah.
It's like a female, I think. Well, there's been 2 seen in like the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Were they actually able to get close to it this time?
Briefly, they had a pretty good photo of it, like they'd gotten close to it.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't really give much of a description on their Facebook page. They just said, like, we went out on this trip and saw this. Then the second trip we saw the white whale. Then
Did they
our
see
third
sperm
trip
whales?
was this. Yeah.
Wonder how often they see the sperm whales though. Like, was
I
that
don't know.
rare?
It's like every few months I would notice it in their posts because I follow one of the companies on Facebook and they do.
That'd be fun to go whale watching in Japan.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun over there.
Especially where if you look at that place, like where it's at, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could swim with the whales there too.
Really?
Yeah, remember I was looking at the website.
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
3,000 yen or something like that.
Oh,
It was like
yeah.
160 bucks to swim with humpbacks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it was pretty.
The neat thing about Japan, you got one part of it that's like super cold water, and another part that's literally like tropical.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what we were looking at in
I think it's
Anemo.
very warm there.
Anemo? Something like that.
Yeah,
I
Finding
think that's.
Nemo.
Yeah, that's. No.
Shark
That's
Bait.
where they could swim with the humpbacks. I don't think it's the same island that company goes out of.
Oh, that's where it's at.
It was?
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, it was down south, I think. It was. It was further down south in Japan.
Yeah.
And I want to go above there to the, what is it? How do I say it?
Sakhalin Islands.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
Dude, I'm scared to
I
get a
just
Russian
saw,
visa, but I guess it can be done.
To get a visa?
Yeah, you have to get a visa to go to Russia.
Yeah.
Even if you're just like going for a day.
It's a very extensive background check, too, nowadays. Yeah.
Oh, really? I can't
Yeah.
just go there?
No.
No.
What?
But I've heard insider information that there's a lot of killer whales there if you can like get in the country and get on tours.
Well, yeah. Chris Burkhardt just went there to shoot photos of on the Sakhalin Islands, and they had killer whales.
Mm-hmm. They have gray whales that go over there too.
Oh, that's right. That's probably
The
our
eastern,
true eastern,
or
western,
true western,
western
Pacific.
population.
East and west is difficult this time of day.
Where else did I say? Oh, so there's that whale, Trans-Pacific. The name is Trans-Pacific. It's on Happy Whale.
Mhm.
And it's the furthest between distances.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But it's funny because where it's been seen both times was
Mm-hmm.
one in Costa Rica and one in Tonga. So
Wow.
if it's calculating the distance between those sightings, it's really
Uh-huh.
far. But it's probably not really, well, it's still really far down to Antarctica as well. Because that means it went to 2 different breeding grounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it went down one side one year and then went back up the other side, like following the continents on the
I wonder which
opposite
one.
sides of the ocean.
And it seems like he's been to the Costa Rica one a few times. Like she sees it. Seems like it's been seen like the last few years.
Have either of you entered any of your Happy Whale stuff lately?
No.
Yeah, I did.
Anything interesting? I got one that's pretty cool.
Who?
What?
There's this one whale. It's not that it's never been seen, but I saw it literally just 2 or 3 days ago. It hasn't been photo ID'd since 2013.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, but
What was the name, or does it just have ID?
it's just
number?
a CRC number, yeah, a
Am I on it?
Cascadia number. I checked the connections. It's only me and someone down in Cabo. Yeah, that's what I was wondering if you, because you're always with me, so I'm wondering if it showed up on yours too.
I do have a couple flukes from like yesterday and the day before that I haven't put on.
Yeah.
I had a school group of kids that came up with a name for Chunky's mom.
What?
They want to name it Big. So when you see the pair, it's Big and Chunky.
Oh god. Kids come up with the best names.
I wonder if there is a whale named Big on there.
There has
Well,
to
there's
be.
Big Mama,
Yeah.
but they just wanted Big.
As long as they don't name them like cookies and food like they
Notorious
do up north.
B.I.G. We'll name her the Notorious B.I.G.
I guess that whale's been breaching. It's funny because the first couple
Yeah.
days I thought everybody was like, oh, no one's seen it breach or anything yet. And now I guess it's been going wild. Almost like 2 days in a row I heard.
I haven't seen the baby breach, but the mom I've seen breach, and then Kate Cummings sent me a picture of it breaching too.
Yeah.
No, they had the baby breach. Oh, they did. Well, when we were with the blue whale down south yesterday, the whole time on the radio, oh, another tail throw. Oh, another breach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
it flukes really good already for how small it is. Like, all of us have fluke photos of it now
Yeah.
because it actually
it
shows
flukes
it.
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flukes every time. It's really funny.
That's awesome.
I feel like they could fluke right away, though. It's just very weird when they first do it. Because I saw those little babies in Hawaii fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
over
don't know
and
if you
over
consider
again.
it a fluke, but it just like flops around.
Like, flicks its tail.
They just, I don't think they control anything when they're like that.
No,
The
I think
ones
they're
I saw were
so-
like a
Some
month
whales are
old.
notorious for that. Like, especially gray whales. You always get ones that fluke and then they're like, they come back up and they fluke again. It's like, okay,
It's true.
you really
People
psyched me
also-
out.
Double flukers.
People always say like, oh, they can't, like gray whales can't fluke when they're close to shore. Okay, yes they can.
Just again.
Yeah, they
I've seen them. They're like, oh no, they'll hit their head on the bottom. I'm like, no, they fluke when they want. Like, They can fluke and not dive. How many times do you see them fluke and they stay like just 3 feet below?
That actually brings up a
Yeah.
good thing. You guys should explain to people why exactly whales fluke and why they don't fluke.
I'll tell you why. Gosh, science.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
Okay, so that they can get it makes it easier for the dive.
There you go. Exactly.
man. So
it's in the books.
This naturalist that used to work in Monterey that I did like a offshore survey with, Catherine, she actually says it pretty funny. She's like, so humpbacks are pretty wide for how long they are. They're kind of like me. We're not going anywhere fast. And then she'd be like, so that's why they need to put their tail up, because they need some help to go down. So
it just
this is a
it
pretty
does.
cute
It makes it
explanation.
easier.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere
So basically,
fast.
get all your body weight behind you, point your head straight
Yep.
down, and easy dive.
Yep. Kind of like a free diver. Same concept
Exactly.
of how you move your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why on the shallow dive, sometimes they don't fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still can if they want to.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Our whales are more agile than you think out here.
Actually, I watched one yesterday, like, spin really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, wait, wasn't it just going the other way?
Yeah,
And, like,
I love that about our. It's like the big whales too. Like you get this
Yeah.
huge 50-foot humpback. It's literally like coming at you. It's 10 feet away, and then
almost
they're
like it bends in half.
yeah, it's like how'd you do that? Just turned on the dime.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They're super agile.
Dude, I saw this weird thing. 2 whales were mostly feeding together as a pair, and you know how they come up like one after another in echelon formation, so it's like one whale surfaces and then immediately behind it is the second whale.
Mm-hmm.
They're parallel to each other. Well, at one point the whales surfaced head on, like parallel to each other. They like went and passed each other opposite, head to tail. It was so weird.
We had, Eric and I yesterday,
hit each other, yeah.
had 2 humpbacks lunge feed towards each other. Side lunge at
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
They could
Like a little more subsurface though.
One was way up, he lunged, and the other one like did it right under the water. But they were both going
Yeah.
The opposite direction.
way. Yeah.
Me and Slater seen
So
some pretty
weird.
like close calls. We've seen this other one. It's almost well, this is kind of off the subject. You know, thresher sharks.
Yeah.
A lot of people think they just whip their tail to,
Yeah.
to hit the fish, but what they do is they're smart. They use momentum. They actually swim really fast at their target and
Yeah.
then literally move their
Then, like, turn.
their pec fins position to do like literally like breaks.
Yeah.
And it flicks that tail over. And we saw.
I
Me and
saw
Slater
whales
saw a
do something
humpback
like
do this
that.
something
Yeah.
similar. Yeah, it was like literally heading towards this whale, and all of a sudden you just see it like hit the brake somehow. It's like I think it repositioned the pec fin or something. But
Like,
I
so
wonder if they
the
use their
pec
mouth
fin
for brakes ever.
perpendicular.
There's like,
they could
Yeah,
do
dude,
that.
it's like a parachute when you
That's what
open
I'm
that
saying.
thing. Yeah.
they're like, I want to stop. I'm going too fast. Bye.
Hey, have any of you guys probably both heard me mention on the boat. Have you ever looked up the tubercle effect? How engineers look at humpback whales?
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard
yeah,
they
it's
want to
more
start putting it on.
aerodynamic.
They want to put
Yeah.
it on planes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just tried to design airplane wings
Okay,
like that.
can you guys imagine if you get on your plane,
Bumpy plane?
and it has bumps all
Bumps
over
all
the
over
wings,
it?
and you're like, okay, we're going down.
Like, are you telling me really that that's faster and safer?
If you guys don't know what it is, look it up. It's really interesting. So the tubercles on the humpback whale, we always knew they were hair follicles, but engineers are looking at whales and they're thinking the bumps are actually breaking up the turbulence. And even you'll notice that the edge of their pec fins, the leading edge, also have bumps to them. They're not smooth. So everyone's thinking that this actually makes you more hydrodynamic. Maybe that's why our humpbacks can be so agile and turn on a dime and all that good stuff.
That combined with the fact that they have such long pec fins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they
For
add it to if they do add it to the plane, they better paint the plane like a whale.
Dude,
cool.
that would be awesome.
Oh my gosh. Caitlin's like, I'm buying a plane.
Yeah, seriously.
Did you see that water? What do you call them? Water planes?
Seaplane?
Seaplane
Yeah.
over in the San Juans that's painted like a orca.
No, I didn't. But
There's
I
one
think
around
I've
there.
Seen it. I've
Yeah.
seen it on like online or something.
I should do that.
The seaplane is fun.
There was like you know what? Was it Southwest decades ago? SeaWorld was like did a cross promotion, and I think there were planes painted like.
There's
Big commercial
there's a
planes
plane
painted
that's
that.
still in flights that's like a beluga whale or something.
Really?
Yeah.
It's neat.
Oh, you guys, Margot and I were driving back from Lion King yesterday, and on the beach they were flying kites, and one was a huge whale shark,
Oh, cool.
And there was
That's
like
cool.
a turtle or jellyfish. Like, yeah. They were
Oh, a
bunch of
jellyfish
animals.
kite would be awesome.
That's
But
cool.
I'm talking like, it's like a real size whale shark.
Really?
Wow.
It was pretty big.
I wanna
yeah.
see that.
I mean, they were like, it was like 20 feet, it seemed like.
I need to go fly a
Dude,
kite.
We saw it from the
Rad.
freeway, no problem. Like, it was pretty big.
Right there in the
Wow.
sand dunes where everyone does that
Like where they-
paragliding stuff?
exactly.
Okay, cool.
Dude, that's rad.
Hopefully they're out there again. I want to see that. I want to go fly a
I
kite,
tagged
too.
Margot in the paragliding company. I said, let's do this. And they wrote to Margot and they said, will you trade us eyelashes for a flight?
No way.
Yeah, so we haven't talked to them, but I really
oh my
want
god, that's awesome.
I really want to go do that. Wouldn't that be cool?
Wow.
Yes.
Dude, I want to do it on a day where there's like humpbacks. Could you imagine if they're lunch feeding in the beach?
Ah!
That would be kind of
That'd
crazy.
be
I mean,
cool.
you could see them from there. It's not
Yep.
like
Yeah,
that shit.
dude.
That's very true.
You're not going out over the ocean really, but you can still see them from the
You can
beach.
see them from the road,
Exactly. That's
and
what I'm
that's
saying.
like even further back.
It seemed like Pete may have had some lunch feeding photos
Yeah, I
at the
saw
beach.
Pete's photo with
Yeah.
the dunes in the background the other night.
Yeah, that was the 5 o'clock trip, I think,
I'm not
yesterday
gonna
or 2
lie.
days ago.
That's not my favorite. Is when they're doing that.
I think it's funny when you see people in the background of the photos.
It's neat. It's a good perspective.
Yeah.
It's funny, yeah, because like normally it's like okay, like you see that with gray whales, people in the background, but it's kind of cool to see humpbacks feeding in the beach.
Yeah. It's kind of like our old pics back in Laguna. Yeah, you always have people in the background. But what's neat is those, here you got, people don't realize that's Highway 1 right there. PCH just right on the other side of those dunes right there. I had to say Highway 1 on PCH because Central California doesn't know what
Yeah,
PCH
dude, who
is.
says PCH?
Real adults,
Real adults in Southern California say that.
cool people,
Nah,
hipsters.
Dude. Hipsters. You so
Dude, I just realized you
hipsters.
guys we're on episode 30. Are we gonna talk about this or what?
Dude,
We're spending whale knowledge like it ain't nothing.
I'd like to thank the Academy for...
Dun, 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 dun. Just kidding, the
Your
music
speech was
playing.
way too long.
Your speech was way too long, Caitlin.
I'm sorry, I got nervous.
How about the killer whales? We haven't seen the killer whales for how long,
They
Eric?
hate us.
Let's take a look at my
They're
log.
taking summer vacay. I think it's been since like somewhere in the
June,
a
like,
month ago
It's
exactly.
exactly like a month, like June 20th. I feel like, but we had them here for like 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're
The-
due pretty shortly. I feel like
It was that first week of June. It was literally like, what, 2 weeks straight of orca.
Yeah, pretty
around.
much.
Yeah.
We're due for some.
They take a summer vacation, dude.
Someone wrote me this morning. They said, "Hey, I'm going well. I'm in Monterey today. Where can I see orcas?"
Your guess is as good as
It
mine,
was
man.
my last sighting was June 21st. It was
Yeah,
the
I think that was the
51
last day.
I think that was the day you called me when I got out diving, and then you're like, "Get over here." It was that afternoon.
Yeah, we all
That
went
was the
out
baby
together.
making day. Yeah.
We all went out together. That might have been the last day, or maybe 1 or 2 days after that.
Yeah.
Y'all went out at the same trip before?
Yeah, remember you called me after I got out of the water diving?
Oh,
You just
shit,
caught
yeah,
me.
come
And then you
out.
asked me to stay
Yeah.
for the afternoon.
Did you stay?
Yeah.
Did we have killer whales?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember they were mating? With
Yeah,
that other
we saw
mystery
some-
pod?
Oh, I did my vlog that day.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to do a vlog again, dude. I'm grounded.
Hey, so I have a question from one of our listeners.
Go for it.
So we've kind of answered this like throughout different podcasts, but not specifically. So this person says, I was curious about dolphins breeding, feeding, and social behavior in Monterey Bay, especially northern right whale dolphins.
Wow.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen them mate.
Well, that's the thing. There's not much out there about them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if you looked at like the 30-year history, you would see on cold phase years, the northern right whale dolphins are in view from whale watch boats in Monterey Bay pretty often in the spring and summer. Same thing with Pacific white-sided dolphins. Rizzos, I feel like are here. There's some component of them that are here all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with our terrain out here and water temp and squid availability there.
Yeah, but then on warmer phase years, you're not really going to see white-sides or northern right whale dolphins, but you
Exactly.
will see common dolphins.
Exactly.
That's so weird that you say warmer. Like, we see whitesides in yeah, they come to Newport though in the winter, but it's never that. It's like never. I bet it's never as cold as it
And then
is
some
here,
say,
right?
yeah, some say that the ones that we're seeing in Southern California later might be more of a Baja population
Really?
coming up to us. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
dude,
I feel like it's got to be a different group of whitesides than what we see.
And that's very true because
And it's like 12. It's never. When have you ever seen
not even
more than
100.
20?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
literally more than. I've
Yeah.
never seen more than 25.
And we don't see them do those backflips like we see them do here.
Yeah, they're
they-
more like a coastal, more for population
Yeah.
or something.
And that's another thing about this question is for example, Rizzo's, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for example, that Scars movie I was watching,
Right.
all that information is just about that population off the Azores. You know, who knows if our Rizzos here had the exact same dynamics in their social structure and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know,
I honestly think there's some sort of coastal group that's here all the time.
Yeah, and offshore.
And then there's an offshore group that comes in when there's a lot of food.
could be. You
And
know?
they meet up too, I bet.
Yeah,
Like,
they definitely.
my all
That's
day
probably
trip-
when more breeding happens too.
Mm-hmm.
Like my all day trip that I had in May.
Yeah.
There was literally unlimited white-sided and northern white dolphins. I'm
It's a
talking
good-
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
had
thousand.
the whole day you saw
like
basically.
a couple thousand.
If you
Yeah.
couldn't get a
Spread
good
out
shot, you just
everywhere.
couldn't. Yeah, that day. And the Brownell showed up for.
Yeah,
you
like
too.
there were so
Yeah.
many that there was more than one Brownells.
Right.
Yeah, there was 3
And
that
that's
day.
a
at
good
least.
Yeah.
example of like how like you may see groups of whitesides every day, but then like you only see the brownells once every few months.
Yeah.
So that particular herd only comes through every few months or something.
Yeah.
You know, like it's different dolphins every day.
So yeah.
Do you think that no, probably not possible? Like because you know they don't get white-sides in like the San Juan Islands, Sailor Sea area, but they do up in British Columbia and
Yeah.
the northern part, I think. And I wonder if those ones go straight out to the ocean and come down.
Probably.
I wonder,
Definitely.
but maybe do you think that's pretty far, right? For
But they
the-
cover so much area, they definitely could. You know.
Like the ones we see in Monterey, you mean?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
That's like 17.
pretty far, yeah.
But still, like,
But you guys
think about other species of dolphins, like spinner dolphins. They track them over these huge areas of the ocean looking for lantern.
Well, our
fish and
orca
stuff.
are technically, you know,
Yeah,
the
it's true.
biggest
Our
stuff.
killer whales go up there. Why
And we
wouldn't
see
the
them,
whitesides?
4,000 miles, 3,000 miles apart from their, you know, last sighting. So yeah, you never know.
Yeah, actually, if you think about it, and it's much easier for a killer whale to get, well, not all killer whales, but like transients to get food than it is
Yeah.
for whitesides, right? I mean, there's sea lions everywhere up and
Yeah.
down the coast.
There's small fish everywhere too. So
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
But-
That's what I'm saying. So if well, no, there's the fish is probably more scarce than like the sea lions, right?
Yeah.
No,
Like the
I
schooling
wouldn't say
fish?
so.
no.
I wouldn't say so. Yeah.
Because I'm saying that would make them travel further.
But they also, yeah, they could also be just like following currents and stuff too, wherever the food is, because they can be generalists too. They can eat squid
Yeah.
or fish.
But you guys say that our whitesides could potentially go across to Japan, our northern white-whale dolphins, or
I don't
no?
know if they'd go that far, because the Dall's porpoise, they have the True form and the Dolly form.
Mm-hmm.
So they see the True form only on the western part of the Pacific around Japan.
Yeah.
But they see True and Dolly over there.
Yeah.
But we never see the True form here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
So there's like this kind of like a Brownells, but it's
Yeah.
Dall's
Oh,
porpoise.
okay.
But they only see that odd morph over on the other side. So that must mean there's not a whole lot of overlap.
Yeah.
Dang, well, if they do go offshore, how far offshore do those northern right-whale dolphins go?
Dude. Well, we saw them
Like,
like...
because Hawaii's pretty far offshore. It's
Yeah.
5,000 miles from California.
Well, I'm thinking about that Cal Coffee cruise I did a few years ago. I think we saw northern right-whale dolphins like over 100 miles offshore. But we also saw humpback whales like 300 plus
Oh,
miles
yeah.
offshore.
What?
Yeah, a mom and a calf too.
Yep.
Do you think there's food out there too?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That
It's just
year
more
we went,
random, right? It's probably not like just like
Yeah.
all in
yeah,
one.
it's more patchy. That year we went though was the year that the Velellas were everywhere, and we saw the whole time carpets of Velellas, just like huge patches. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Liveaboard trip 2020
But
Let's do it.
off of all
to
of
to
the
answer the
shows.
question, basically, yeah, I can't name of a single report on or paper about just particular types of dolphins in the Monterey Bay. Yeah.
No, I know a few people are trying to work on the Rizzo's thing. There's
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 different projects going on. And then like the coastal bottlenose has been studied really well since they started expanding into new habitats. So that can kind of lend you some hints as to what may be going on with other species. But the northern right-whale dolphins especially are not well studied because they're usually so remote.
Yeah, but I do know there's papers on other populations of dolphins out there. Like I always talk about those Rizzos in the Azores
Yeah.
and I'll look up the name in a second, but yeah, there's a woman who's done some major studies over there in the Azores, and we really don't know that information can be transferred to other populations.
Yeah. Also, this is my general rule of thumb with dolphins. So
Uh-huh.
when food is highly abundant, you're more likely to see multiple social groups come together. And that's when you're more likely to see breeding. Would you agree, Eric?
I think so.
Yeah, because like with killer whales, like when you have a huge gray whale season, sometimes you get groups of 35 to 40 killer whales.
It makes sense. Better genetic diversity.
Yeah, and then you're like, wow, look at all these ladies and gentlemen we haven't seen for a while. I'm going to hook up with somebody.
Yeah.
I hope the gray whales are doing good.
I hope they rally. I hope they're feeding good this summer. We'll
See
see.
what happens,
It may be, I mean, based on that last big El Nino die-off, it may be another bad northbound season next year before things turn around.
Another one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 2 or 3 little die-offs, not just the one big one during the late 90s El Nino. So
it's pretty scary.
We'll see. Do you want some other sad news or no sad news?
What?
There's 2 more dead North Atlantic right whales. It's 8
yeah, I think
this
I saw
season.
post about that.
Yeah. And there's 3 active entanglements that they're tracking and trying to disentangle.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Do they put like satellite markers on them, like buoys?
Yeah, and they allocate a lot of money to like fly every day to try and relocate them every day.
Oh, planes?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, they're so endangered that it's like they really have to try and disentangle every single one.
Yeah.
Are they more endangered than the southern residents?
Well, the southern residents is one population of killer whales, whereas the North Atlantic right whales, that's all that's left in the whole ocean.
And also, if you think about it, the southern residents, although they're at lower numbers, their numbers were never like crazy high, right? They're probably like 200 at the most. So, like, there was a lot more northern right whale dolphins at one point in time.
Northern right whales.
Are we still?
Right whales, yeah.
Are we still just under 500 northern right whales?
I think
no, it's 411.
411. Oh, 411 now?
Yeah. Well, now it's like 409.
She's real fine.
It was 411 before breeding season this year. They had 7 births, I think.
Oh, jeez.
And then they've had 8 deaths. So now they're operating in the negative again.
How long's their gestation period?
12 months, just like other large baleen whales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they breed off of like Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good right now at the music stuff. Eric didn't catch that one.
I don't know that.
She said Florida, Georgia, and I said line.
Like the band.
That's a musical group, isn't it?
Yes.
And the killer whales though, the problem is with them is theirs is 18, right? Month gestation period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the survivorship of the calves is pretty low.
Yeah.
It's like 50%.
And even it's always not it's not always that high either, even beyond what's going on, right? Or is the survivorship normally high?
Well, the survivorship probably was higher before the waters were so polluted. Like before humans really heavily settled the coastlines around their range. Because right now what they're dealing with, like even now, some of those females are still offloading DDT from their own body through the milk into the calf. Like they've built up all these chemicals from living in such a coastal environment. Then it offloads through the milk into the calf.
Yeah, and so first year mothers, they say is usually the calf doesn't survive, and it's because it's her first time pushing all of her toxins out.
Yeah.
And then the second time, usually the calf survives.
Yeah, because the build-up time is less between the first and second calf than the first calf, because she's had like, potentially 10, 12 years of build-up, and then the next time around it's only like 2 years. Or 3 years.
Gross. I know. I've always known that, but it's sad to think.
Yeah, you don't think about that part of it, huh?
Yeah.
Especially that poor first calf.
But then as your genetic pool gets smaller, because your population gets smaller, I don't know how that affects calf survivorship. What are your odds of birth defects and things like that? Does that really start to go up?
Mm-hmm.
So I read a paper because we talked about the whole J1 Ruffles is actually ended up being an L pod, and I think his mother was actually like L41 or something. I forget the name. I forget the number. But I wonder how many of them are cataloged as like J, K, or L and are actually not J, K, or L. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to backtrack on those.
I mean, because maybe they are 30 years old or something and they didn't, catch it then.
Yeah, it's hard to backtrack that stuff, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so now they can just go off what they have.
There has to be, I'm sure there's more mistakes in there that we don't know about.
So then that brings up the thought of adoption amongst pods, right? So like say the parents are L pod and then the whale ends up in J pod, like Onyx.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what happened. I think Onyx lost his mom, and then he went to J pod and probably was just like adopted by someone else.
Yeah. Didn't you say you had a paper about that, Eric? Adoption stuff? That was interspecies, but...
Interspecies? Yeah, I had there was a paper on Marman that just came out a few days ago about bottlenose adopting melon-headed whales.
Was it adopting or was it stealing?
It was actually...
See, that's what I heard. I heard when I told people about I told you guys about the common dolphin with the bottlenose. They said that it's like a captive thing, like they hold it for ransom.
I've heard people use the word steal before.
I read the paper, but I'm forgetting the details. I was trying to read as many papers as I could, but it did say something that it seems like there's really persistent calves out there. I guess the melon-headed calf kept on trying to approach this bottlenose and try to nurse on it over and over again.
Oh, really?
And they're saying that persistency, probably caused the maternal instincts of a female just says, okay, fine. Yeah.
Because bottlenose also have a lot of hybrids.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they hybridize with every dolphin known to this planet.
I'm surprised common dolphins don't, dude. They're pretty freaky out there.
Yeah, they are.
And we have seen, like, a lot of, animals out there.
You guys saw that one on Kate's boat.
Yeah, Kate had that looked like a northern right whale dolphin, and maybe, was it?
But it had a
had
a dorsal fin, right?
Yeah,
it had a common dolphin beak kind of or something. Or no,
yeah, well,
beak. I don't know.
someone suggested that, but I really thought it was a whiteside and northern right whale dolphin hybrid.
Crazy. I think they hang out so much. You got to think someone went weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
wow.
and these pods are so huge, and sometimes I'm sure there's hybrids that blow right by us and we're not seeing them.
Oh, for sure.
So with all those sightings that we had of the northern right whales so far this year, how many of those were with whitesides? It'd be kind of cool.
I've seen
all the time.
Every time I've seen them.
But there has been like a few, but I guarantee whitesides were somewhere nearby.
Even that day, we had like thousands of them. Yeah, you'd still see a whiteside pop up.
So I wonder.
Oh, really? Okay.
I wonder if, dude, it's like they need whitesides.
They honestly
They're like,
sometimes
we need your dorsal fin at a distance.
We need your confidence booster because like whitesides are really curious about everything, right? Like when I used to film with the tow camera behind the boat, the whitesides would be mugging it so hard because they'd be like, "What is this thing?" But the only time I would get a northern right whale dolphin in the shot, a whiteside was with it. Like they would not approach the camera by themselves.
It might be a hunting strategy too. I think maybe one animal's better at something and the other's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like our sea lion and
they're like we can't
get
rid of these things.
Yeah.
Stop. You don't got a dorsal fin. You don't find your own food.
They're like a parasite basically.
Stop following me.
That'd be funny. Can you imagine the whitesides the whole time? Stop following me.
Yeah. Oh, so the one paper, just to backtrack just a tiny bit again, asking about. This doesn't have to do with any Monterey Bay dolphins, but there's a great papers out there on Rizzo dolphin ecology by a woman by the name of Karen Louise Hartman. That's the person who that Scars documentary is based on. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So look up any of her papers, and they're just amazing, good facts about these animals, just basic biology and also social structures. We have yet to know if their social structures apply to Rizzo's worldwide, but it's still an interesting read. So look up any paper by her. Once again, Karen Louise Hartman, and it's spelled Karin, that type of Karen.
The I-N.
The I-N,
the
Karen.
I-N, Karen.
So, you guys, this week, we are all going to watch Long Gone Wild together.
You're making us a movie date?
Yeah, do you know exactly what it's about? Because you kind of looked it up,
I watched the trailer earlier, and it sounds like it's a bit more in depth about how the whole captive industry works as far as like how much you auction a whale for and like what markets they're coming from.
Really?
And
from what I heard from some friends that came on the boat the other day, that it's basically where Blackfish left. And it's more like looking at the buy-sell part of it at the beginning, from capture to selling it to an aquarium or delphinarium. And then there's a little bit of talk about like whale sanctuaries as well, possibly, but it wasn't really played up too heavily in the trailer.
But it's an hour and 23 minutes, so it seems like it's going to give you a pretty in-depth view of like more of the logistics of how the industry actually works.
Guess what I'm doing tonight?
What? You're going to watch it without us?
We're going to watch it here?
We'll do it. I'm going to watch it by myself tonight too, though. But I do want to watch it with all of you guys.
Okay. We'll have to do a group watch it and then do reactions.
Tonight with
Sorry,
friends.
I have plans.
Aren't we your friends?
You are my friends. I'm spending time with you now. I have to spend time with my other friends. Okay, so we'll have to do like a reaction for episode 31 or something.
It's on Amazon and Vimeo.
Yeah, it's like $2.99. I'm gonna buy it tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy another TV.
So we'll give our review.
And then buy it.
Slater can't watch it until he buys another TV. We'll watch it and then we'll do a review for episode 31. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Did you want your shot at redemption for your Ocean Heroes later?
Oh man. You guys gotta text me about these things.
Oh, sorry. Okay, we'll leave it for next time. Maybe. Or are you ready?
No, I'm not ready.
No. Okay.
Well, you guys, I think we'll end it here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I'm out of topics. Thanks for sending those, by the way, Instagram peeps. And I forgot to tell you, Eric. I told Slater. We had a super fan come on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
On Friday. His name's Bennett, and he's 10.
I got word of that.
And he came out with Kate before. When he like totally missed you. He tried to come.
He was looking for you too.
Yeah,
he went on your boat the next day.
Yeah, no, before
he was looking for us.
Earlier in the week he went out with Kate, and then later in the week he went out with Discovery.
So they kept on missing me and you.
Yeah, they like totally flip flopped and missed you.
He really liked whales.
Oh, he loves whales, dude. He was so cool. He was asking all kinds of questions, and he was just like having the best time.
That's awesome.
And his whole family came. It was really fun.
Yeah, sorry I missed you, Bennett, but
I'll be there
both
next time.
both my crews, told me that you were wanting to meet me in Slater, but
I totally messed up, and like we should have taken a selfie or something, and we didn't. My bad.
We kept on. I just happened to be on opposite boats the day, but you were on the right boats, but not on the right day. But yeah. But thanks for stopping by anyway. Yeah, we'll catch up with you one day.
No, they said they drove like 12 hours or something to get to Monterey.
Oh, so they can come again though.
Potentially. I'm sure they will, because I guess Bennett's like super into everything whale related.
Oh, cool.
So when you get to episode 30, Bennett, I know you're a few behind. You'll hear our little shout out. It was really fun whale watching with you.
Thanks, Bennett. We'll catch up with you one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to all of our podcasts. I can't believe we're at 30. If you don't follow us on Instagram, it's Whalenerds. And we're on Spotify, Podbean, iTunes. So you can listen to us anywhere now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know where else, but I'm sure there's somewhere else.
Was it YouTube?
Somewhere on Google Play, YouTube, yeah.
And thanks to all the listeners on, there's average like, I don't know, like a couple hundred views on every one of those sites. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're meeting a lot of listeners too. It's kind of amazing. So, this was just for fun, and so many people are dedicated to listening to us every week.
Oh, I know something cool. If you guys have anyone you think we should invite to be on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because we haven't had anyone on the podcast in a while.
We haven't had a guest for a while.
We've been talking about it, and then we haven't done it. So if you guys have any suggestions, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, let us know.
Yep, let us know.
I think we'll end it here.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you.